And a live look outside this morning as Northeast Ohio is getting hit with its first snow of the season. A winter weather advisory is in effect for most of Northeast Ohio. Good morning to all of you. I'm Danita Harris.
Hey, good morning. I'm Dave Chudowski. Matt Wentz told us this snow was on the way, and he is tracking this lake effect system this morning.
Yeah, good morning, guys. Yeah, we got our first snow of the season. A lot of it fell overnight with the system as it was pushing on out. We got, half an inch of coating for others. And now we're dealing with the lake effect, which is put down a little bit more overnight. And there's more to come. We've got weather impact alerts throughout the daytime today into tonight and then tomorrow morning before everything kind of wraps up for that lake effect snow. Remember how that works. If you're new to Northeast Ohio, some of you get it and a lot of us don't, and that's how it's going to go throughout the day today. But allow some extra time as we'll have those changing conditions, especially in the primary snow belt later today. But a lot of us going to see some snow before the morning's out with this new band that's developing. Worcester, Akron, you've got some snowflakes right now. Temperatures are cold. We're in the upper 20s and low 30s. There are winter weather advisories. Not the upper tier of our warnings, right? But we are going to have winter weather conditions across Northeast Ohio as we go throughout the day. Here's the snow overnight, especially primary snow belt, even down to the Akron area. Got a good coating, inch and a half out of that. And then out towards the west, that's where the snow is really going to start to come down. And I'll show you that here in a second. This is winding down. The winds are shifting out over the lake, so everything kind of takes some time to get oriented again. There's a little tiny band of some snow here as you get out towards the west side of Cleveland and then down into the Medina area. Westlake picking up a little snow from that. You'll get some little Dippin' Dot balls out of that. Same thing with some of these heavier bursts coming into the Norwalk area right now. This is going to be the primary band this morning that develops, and then that should move from west to east through the area. That's how I see it kind of transpiring throughout the morning. We've got cold air all the way down to the Gulf Coast. Kind of a secondary front working through right now that's shifting those winds, but with this really cold air heading all the way down to the deep south, obviously it has to get over the Great Lakes, and that's what's producing the lake effect snow. What I've got my eyes on here is this band up towards Lake Huron. This will produce added moisture, should get this band going. That will head west to east. So kind of quiet over the next couple hours outside of that main band out towards the west side of Cleveland now. And there you go, snow throughout the day. Temperatures right where they're at in the mid-30s, not going anywhere. We'll talk about how much we're expecting, and I think you're going to like the extended forecast. We'll share it with you coming up. Brissa's got an eye on the roads this morning.
Spoiler alert, you will really like that extended forecast. We have to get through today, though. Taking a look outside, this is the Medina area right now. This is 71 at 271. You can see snow off to the sides, but the roadways are clear. ODOT has been very busy. They have hundreds of crews out working the roadways, and they are doing a great job. And if you are passing a snowplow this morning, make sure you do slow down and to give them some space to work. Taking a look elsewhere around town, it will depend on where you live and where you are going. I don't know how that will depend on how the commute will look. For instance, here 90 at Columbia Road looking very different in Westlake than we just saw through the Medina area. Roadways are clear, not too much snowfall down there. 71 at the Turnpike through Strongsville. We're seeing some very wet, slick roadways, not causing any accidents, at least at this hour here at 6:02. Big picture map. We are tracking a few accidents already here to start the morning. This one's over here in the Madison area on I-90 in those eastbound lanes, just blocking that shoulder here after 528. If you are traveling on that stretch of 90, things looking a little bit dicey for you, so make sure you do head out the door sooner rather than later. Down here to our south, we have an accident along 77 in the southbound lanes just after the Turnpike. We still do have green lines flowing on through there. That means things are not causing a significant slowdown right now. Of course, that could change. We'll continue to track that for you. Down here, also on 77 southbound, we still have 2 lanes blocked after Mole Avenue. It's been there for about 30 minutes or so, so hopefully things will get cleared. But moral of the story today, make sure you give yourself some extra time and give those snowplows some space to work as well. Danita.
All right, thank you, Brissa. We have team coverage of the first snowfall. Our Candace Hare is out keeping an eye on how drivers are handling the conditions.
Hey, Candace, where are you at right now, and what are you seeing out there?
Good morning. So we're on State Street. We're making our way towards State Route 619, just nearby the border of Akron and Barberton. We wanted to get a look at what some of maybe the different roads were looking like. And I'll tell you what, guys, it looks pretty good out here. Wet roads, again, as we've been saying all morning, as you expect with that rain from last night and some of those flurries that have come down this morning. But for the most part, things pretty clear in the area. You saw we had those flakes up in the Akron area just a little bit, maybe about 20 minutes ago. Those have gone away, at least temporarily. So all clear down here right now, which is what we really like to see. Ohio Department of Transportation, they say they have 600 crews right now making sure that the roads are clear, and they've been out treating the roads, and they say the relatively warm pavement temperatures means that using salt should be effective.
The first snow does always seem to be the worst for all of us. You may see us wetting the salt a little bit as it comes off the spinner. That's just pre-wetting it to help reduce any bounce and scatter.
So far things are looking pretty good out here. You can see that work that ODOT's been putting in. It's really having an impact right now, but it is the first snow, so make sure that you're ready for it when you get up this morning, especially if you're making it to some of those areas that Matt just mentioned that are going to be getting hit here pretty soon. But we'll keep an eye on things, and we'll send it back to you guys in the studio. Dave, Danita.
All right, Candace Hare, thank you very much. Candace, not the only one out on the roads. Team coverage, David Greenberg, also live this morning.
So, David, where are you, and what are conditions like there? Actually, that looks kind of pretty. That looks pretty, David.
It is. Are you talking about me or are you talking about the bush?
The bush. The bush, David. The bush.
Sure. Understood. It is very pretty, and it does make for those wintry scenes that we love here in Northeast Ohio. We are here in the snow belt right now. We are in Chardon, and as you can see, there is some snowfall here on the ground. Here's one of the cars that I guess has been sitting here for quite some time. You can see this one's pretty snow covered over, so hope they have their brush in there. We're gonna do them a big favor though. We're gonna give a nice Channel 3 logo right on the front of the car. There you go, so they know who is here. But as you can see, guys, there's definitely some snow here on the ground, coming out here on the grass. I would say there's about maybe inch and a half, couple inches. It's very light snow, not really good for all that much packing. On the roads coming out here, haven't been too bad. I'd say those warm pavements that we've been talking about, ODOT crew's been out there salting, so hasn't been all that difficult. But yeah, as you can see, Tim's not wearing boots. He's getting his feet covered in snow, poor guy. Good thing is that he's been driving us all around. He's a stalwart behind the wheel, so he's keeping us safe throughout the morning. So leave yourself a little extra time. That first snowfall of the year, you kind of know how it is. We're used to it, but you kind of forget. I'm carrying a little bit of holiday weight, I guess, from last year. Put the snow pants on for the first time again, and I was like, whoo, a little snug. So, but all good things because it's the beginning of winter, Danita.
Oh, man.
You know what, Greenberg? You let us in on so many details about you. You know, your pants are a little tight. You got a little holiday weight, but you do have your boots on, and you're about to throw. There it is. You're doing the LeBron James. Wow, there it is. That's LeBron. There it is. David Greenberg, always doing a great job. And you might want to change that number in the car. We don't want them calling us. All right? Thank you very much. Make sure to stick with 3 News as we will be tracking all the latest impacts with the first snowfall of the season.